Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, the Droidles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the T110E3. This is a Tier 10 American Tech Tree Tank Destroyer, a vehicle that encompasses almost all the strengths that you would want in a Tier 10 vehicle. It has gun depression sitting at 8 degrees, which is quite good for a tank destroyer. Normally, you find vehicles like the Foch, which only have 6, or even the Object 268 at 7 degrees of gun depression. It's very rare to get upwards into the 8, 9, or 10 degree area, but the Badger does have 10 as well. The difference is that the Badger's armor against high penetration rounds can be easily penetrated through, compared to the T110E3, which its armor is basically impervious. Even if you're almost on flat ground, as long as you hide that lower plate on the E3, it is by far one of the hardest vehicles to penetrate in the game. Add that onto the fact that this vehicle has a huge bonker of an alpha, sitting at 680 damage per shot, 1020 on the high explosive, and you can start to realize why the T110E3 is one of the hardest tanks to deal with on the battlefield. Really, the easiest way to fight it is to just shoot HE on the roof. If you hit it with an HE shell, it'll hit for maybe about 200 to 300 damage, which is actually quite a bit, especially judging that if you hit it with HE, you don't really risk the opportunity of being shot back that easily, as you don't need to expose that much of your armor. So that's usually what I'll do if I have a vehicle that I know I cannot pen an E3 in. I'll just load HE, boom, slap it on the roof, and take off about half the normal I would have if I penned, but it does the job. E3 only has about 1900 health because it is a tank destroyer after all, so yeah, it works pretty well. This battle, the enemy team has an FE4 202, Foch 155, Object 268, Sheridan, Super Conqueror, 50 TP prototype, and an IS-8. I think that's a 50 TP. Yes, it is. Now, this tank does carry super speed boost, which allows it to accelerate very early game into an aggressive frontline position, which is incredibly important. You can see right now that I'm going upwards of 40 kilometers per hour, and you want to get into an early game aggressive position because that's the whole point of the E3. It is to stop the enemy from being able to push or hold. It's just your job is to stop them. So we got the Sheridan off to the side. We got the Type 68 on my side as well. Looks like my 113 got a bonker into the enemy. And what are we going to do here? Well, Sheridan's in mid. Not much I can do to that. Actually, there's not a whole lot I can do in general right now. We got the 4202 showing his hatch, and boom! There you go. 678 slap into the 4202. And yeah, I should point out that this vehicle carries a lot of penetration. Enough to make this 4202's turret turn into literal butter when we aim at it. Let's aim it again. There you go. Easy hatch shot into the 4202. Not really sure why that player thought it would work a second time, but it didn't. It really, really did not. Okay, well, we got the Super Conch 268 bounced us, which is pretty nice. Let's just see if I can get a shell into the Super Conch. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Another nice slap. Let's angle towards the IS-8, get a bounce from him. And with that, our team's doing pretty dang well, if I'm going to be completely honest. We're going to reload here in just another couple seconds. I really want to get a shell into that Foch. What did we spot? We spotted a 50 TP behind us. He shoots me, and in this current time frame, I think I'm going to YOLO that guy, because I know I can kill the 268, I know I can kill the rest, but I'm not sure if this guy the rest of my team's going to go for, so I'm thinking I'm going to farm his hit points. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Hello, 50 TP. There's one easy shell, and now he's not going to pen us, like ever. This is where the armor on this tank becomes incredibly strong, is just a vehicle like this 50 TP trying to aim at it. He's probably like, I don't know what to do, man. Oh, wait, he can reverse fast, but you know what sucks for you? This. Oh, another big slap into his vehicle, and with that, I don't think this 50 TP enjoyed at all what I did to him here. I'm just going to make sure that he can't hit my turret weak spot, and we just got a couple more seconds left. 3, a 2, a 1, and a bonk. There you go. That was an incredibly easy battle. But that's just the E3. It's so easy to get hull down in this vehicle and just be a menace towards the enemy team. You're really not going to pen it in a frontal engagement. There's always so many people going off about how the Badger's so strong, and this tank gets swept under the rug. But there you go. Second on the team, 3,500 damage. That 113 got a bit of a farm in front of us as he was able to cross that opening to get the IS-8 and the Foch 155. I didn't want to cross that. The E3 is not fast. It's actually got, I would say, the worst power to weight in tier 10, sitting at 8, which is bad. That's why I do like the super speed boost. It allows you to actually get in the position early without having to use that horrible power to weight. So because of that, you do got to keep in mind that you're not going to be crossing any big openings. If people do get your sides exposed, you are very, very easy to tear into. So do keep that in mind. We have 260s on our team, and the enemy team has 260s as well. I'm really hoping that those 60 TPs end up going towards base A, especially because I'm using my speed boost to go this way. You can see, though, even with super speed boost, I mean, the E3 is just going over 30. I mean, it's really not a powerful tank when it comes to that mobility. But super speed boost is enough to let it get over the hill that you need it to, which is what we did early game. And now I have a bit of speed to keep while we're driving downhill. We can see the Badger and E50M are going up on this ramp. Thankfully, the Sheridan does bonk that Badger, and the nice thing as well is that because I'm running calibrated shells, I can just absolutely butter through that enemy Badger's armor. We got the 4005 up top, and man, that guy learned his lesson fairly quickly. Got the 60 TP over here. He misses the shell on me, and yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Easy shell into the enemy 60 TP for 715. And that right there is where the gun just hits so hard on this tank. Now you could see a little bit of an example there of where we can pen that Badger. So if we just aim in a little bit, there you go, right through the Badger's upper plate. And that is exactly what the E3 can do such a good job at. This Badger will struggle to pen us. I will not struggle to pen this this Badger. That's really the best way I can give you a description of it. Now we're going to get a shell into you. By the way, did you guys see my window bugging out there? I don't know what that was. But, yeah, I mean, this is why the E3 is so good. You just can't pen it. I mean, everybody's going to sit here, and they're probably going to shoot my IS-7 because he's got weaker armor. But as long as I keep my lower plate hidden, this... Oh, what the heck was that, Wargaming? That was a clear pen on my screen, but... Oh well. But as I was going to say, as long as I keep my lower plate hidden, these guys aren't going to do anything to me. They're just going to sit here and be my puppets. So we're going to load a premium shell. This Badger's armor, once again, stands no chance, especially if that guy shows his lower plate. We haven't lost a single hit point. I mean, we've just sat here, and the enemy's been like, oh, oh, oh. So let's reload again, and let's see if we can get a shell into the 60 TP. Aiming, 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 track wheel. Oh, well, I guess he's going to turn into the shell. But you know what? That's fine with me. 60 TP's dead. All they have left is one more 60 and a Leopard 1. And, I mean, that was the easiest victory I've ever had. As I said, you just can't pen an E3 hull down. The opponent saw me. They tried to pen me. The 57 Heavy tried. The Badger tried. And then they gave up. They said, you know what? Nah, that's not worth my time. This is why hull down meta will always be one of the most important things in the game. Because you can't pen the hull down tanks, especially ones like the T110E3. So we got the 60 TP over here. He's probably going to jump off. That's why I'm actually going to try and get a shell into the Leopard. Maybe we can get an HE out. Come on. Come on, Mr. Leopard. I believe. I believe. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't run from me. Really? Oh, my cringe. I hate people that run from me. We're probably going to get no damage out, actually, because this Leopard, rather than just dying, is just going to let the 60 TP kill him. So I'm going to drive over here and shoot the 60, and we're going to ammo rack him. Well, we didn't ammo rack him, but you know what? I'll take the 690 damage, and it looks like our 60 TP missed the shot, which means we might even be able to get the kill on the Leopard. I doubt it, but it's worth a shot. Here we go, Leopard man. Whoa! Yeah, there you go. We got the kill. Ha-ha! Alright, not bad at all. We were able to come out with a victory and get the final kill. I'm really surprised we killed that Leopard. I always get frustrated when people decide to run away from me, but they'll go into another guy that has the same alpha as me just to not give me damage. But we ended up doing 4,300 damage, blocking 1,700, and that's the E3. I mean, it really is a uncounterable tank in a lot of situations, and that is why I do rank it as one of the best tier 10s in the game. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.